Hi club members and parents, it's me, Miss Deb again from the Stallmaker Boys and Girls Club. And today we are going to make a self-watering planter out of a 2-liter bottle. I will say you do need some parent help with this because it does involve a nail and hammer. You'll need a 2-liter bottle with the lid. You can use a 1-liter water bottle. I think it's Clear American does work for this, but I'm using regular 2-liter bottles. You'll need the label off. A hammer, a nail, as we've talked about, some seeds, because this is going to be a planter, so you will need dirt as well, some yarn, and a good pair of scissors. Step 1 is going to be taking off the lid. It'll be easier to cut. You're going to cut the bottle about halfway down. That way it will flip inside itself. I found it easiest to do this as the bottle is a little mushed. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, once you have your bottle cut in two, you do want to be careful that you don't get cut because this will be a little sharp. The next step is you can dry it out with some paper towel. Your bottle should fit good together like this. That way you'll have your dirt in this half, you'll put water in this half. So your next step, and I've already done this part because it is time consuming, is making a hole in the cap because you're going to thread some yarn through this hole. Depending on your yarn, your size of your hole is going to be different. So my yarn's rather thin, so a smaller hole works just fine. You will also need, this is the part you'll need parent permission or parent supervision for, because I don't want anybody to get hurt. And then once you have your hole, you will just take your object and use it to get your yarn through your hole. Just like that. Then you screw it back onto your soda bottle. And you'll put your dirt in here. Make sure that the yarn is up high enough to where it does get soak the water from the bottom half. Like this one. I have my yarn soaking up water so it moistens the dirt so it gets water. That way I don't have to remember to water it every day because I suck at that. Typically this is something I do with garden club, but since we are unable to run garden club and it's getting planting season, thought this would be a cool craft. You can also decorate it. Mine says tomatoes because that's what's planted in here, but you can plant almost anything. I say almost, my disclaimer. This will go outside in the sun, and that's our DIY soda bottle planter. Thanks!